The RENU proposal. This is a downtown neighborhood before RENU. This is a downtown neighborhood after RENU. RENU provides renovated affordable housing, preserves history, restores community pride, creates jobs across several industries, all by utilizing easily accessible federal funding that continually refunds itself. RENU brings together a collaboration of neighborhood residents, talented architects, builders, mortgage bankers, realtors, artists, students, civic leaders, and city planners. The first thing RENU does is forms a committee. It then identifies target neighborhoods. It educates residents in those neighborhoods. It buys homes in those neighborhoods that are in need of repair. It engages with architects to come up with structural drawings. It obtains construction bids from local contractors. It then lists the homes as proposed construction on the local MLS. It assists people through the entire process. It works with banks and contractors. It obtains a certificate of occupancy, and then it contacts the buyer after the sale for 5 years. Money is allocated from the sale to go back into the RENU program. The beauty of RENU is that after the initial investment, the funds will be continually renewed with the renovation and sale of property. Therefore, there will not be any financial burden on local municipalities. Actually, a positive net revenue will occur by increasing the tax-assessed values of neighborhoods. RENU will systematically redevelop lower socioeconomic neighborhoods and provide good quality, affordable housing. It will improve customer service by not only supporting existing downtown businesses, but also incentivizing entrepreneurs to invest in new commercial businesses and neighborhood centers. It discourages food deserts, which have become prevalent in lower socioeconomic neighborhoods nationwide. It will engage local community by having town halls, create social stability, and encourage residents to become more involved. It creates efficiencies in local government by alleviating the burden on code enforcement, by having fewer homes to enforce. It will create community buy-in, which will reduce the strain on the police department and the court system by reducing crime. The community buy-in will also create a better environment for children to have better test scores and fewer behavioral issues. There is a huge need for affordable housing in our city. Many of our downtown neighborhoods that are in lower socioeconomic areas are riddled with homes that are being neglected. Homeownership in the downtown core is currently at about 26%. A majority of these homes are owned by absentee landlords who have done little to maintain the aesthetic flow, architectural significance, and the cultural uniqueness of our downtown urban environment. These neighborhoods need to be protected. RENU could be put into place in 6 months, with the first group of homes being completed within 12 months. However, this program will continue to realize the long-term enduring benefits over time. Success will be initially achieved house by house, then block by block, followed by neighborhood, and ultimately city by city. RENU's impact will first be measured by the increase in home ownership in the downtown core. The beauty of each remodeled home will be seen visually. There will be an impact on commercial businesses, and economic development can be measured by their increase in sales. After neighborhoods are completed, crime rates, voter turnout, and school test scores can be studied to reveal any significant change. There should also be a measurable reduction of suburban sprawl. RENU will take 5% of the sale of each home and put it into a special bank account. At a predetermined time, the RENU committee will take money from the account and donate it to another city so that they can start their own RENU program. We will work with them to ensure that they get their program set up and running well. Instead of asking them to repay the money back to us, we will ask them to set aside 5% as well, and at a predetermined time donate it to another city. This concept of paying it forward can continue from city to city to city, and so on. The FHA 203K loan is a federal loan program by the Housing and Urban Development. It is a home loan that also contains a construction loan. It allows a buyer to borrow up to 96.5% of 110% of the home's future appraised value. This loan program works with many approved lenders all across the nation. For example, once RENU purchased a house for, say, $30,000, we'd then have 3 local contractors come out to obtain bids on how much construction would cost. After we figure out how much construction would cost, we would find a buyer, and the buyer would then work with the bank, and then an appraiser would come out. Once the appraiser appraises the house for how much the house would be worth after all construction is done, the buyer can then borrow up to 110% of that future appraised value. Once the house closes, the construction would begin, and once the construction is completed, the buyer would be able to move into a newly renovated home.